Hey guys, how's it going? Darish here, and today we are checking out the HONOR X7e Plus. Now this is a new model in their sort of X series. If you don't know what that is, their X series is basically their affordable segment. They give some really good features. In the last few years, they've come to be known with a bunch of ruggedity, and this one is even more impressive because it's cheaper than last time. In this world where tech is getting more expensive, Honor's done a pretty decent job of providing a budget phone. So let's jump right in. All right, so this is the phone itself. Nice looking thing. We've got a lot to cover, especially what's inside this in terms of the battery. But before that, let's look at what's inside the box. Now, this is a budget device, so don't have the highest expectations. But inside the box, we get some documentation, right? As always, nice and slim actually. So good to see the reduction of paper usage. Then we've got the case. Now in terms of the case, it's a TPU case and one of those slightly darkened ones. So let me show you what that looks like on the phone itself. So that is what that is going to look like. Nothing bad with it. The fact that they provide it is already good. We've got cutouts for the buttons and yeah, pretty good coverage on the overall. So definitely if you wanted a case, you're going to be happy with the fact that at least one is provided in the box. Then we've got the HONOR SuperCharger. Now this fellow is a 45-watt charger. It's got a Type A port on top, and obviously we also have the cable here. So we've got a Type C to Type A cable inside here. And let's see if we have anything else. No, we do not. I'm looking. Yeah, we have the SIM eject tool here. So that's in the box as well. All right, now moving to the device itself. The first thing you'll notice is that this is quite a large phone, but it's pretty well sized. Like here we've got 8.3 millimeters, and I will tell you why that is impressive in just a minute. But on the front, we've got a large 6.87-inch display. I would have liked to see a matching chin to the top, but it's okay, it's fine as is. There is one thing about this display also that I really like, which is that usually in this category, especially when we come to the budget phones, the first disappointment comes to be the screen. It's either not full HD, it's not smooth, it's not that great to kind of touch and feel and type on. This display in that matter has been very nice. It is a 120 Hertz display, but apart from that, it's also extremely smooth. So like if we look at typing here, right? This is really smooth, and this is not something that I expected from a phone at this price. So well done on that front, Honor. I'm glad to see that is there. And yes, if you're wondering, there is a screen protector pre-installed on this already. So I'm sure without that screen protector, it would be even smoother. Now coming to why I'm impressed with the size of the phone. That is because inside this thing is a 8100 milliamp battery. That means we're talking like 3 days of battery life easy. I mean, in terms of numbers, it's like 21 hours of TikTok. That is crazy. Now, as far as weight goes, yes, we've got a bit of weight. It's 216 grams for this thing. So it's not exactly light, but it is a very large phone. So I think that's a bit forgivable because it doesn't cross into the 230, 240 category. So I think that that's totally fine. As far as the buttons go, we have the regular power button, we have the volume rockers, and of course, even in this category, Honor has added an AI button, which we will come to in just a minute. Now, like I mentioned in the start of the video, being an X series device means that it is extremely tough. This thing has a 5-star rating from SGS premium certification, which basically means that you can drop it, you can put it under a car, you can throw it around, and while you might find a dent here and there, in general, the phone will survive beautifully. Don't believe me? See the drops I did from a height of 2.5 meters, which is what this is rated for. On an X7e, 2.5 meter drop, glass facing down. Not bad at all. Clean. Woo! And clean again. Just the slightest mark, but clean again. Now, if you look on the internet, you're going to find a whole bunch of demonstrations for how strong this device is. I was thoroughly impressed with it. The only little, let's say, damage that occurred was over here, and I don't even know if you can see it, but basically it's a small little stretch of the plastic or metal or whatever that has happened, but that's it. This is like 4, 5, 6 drops later, which I think is amazing. The beauty of these ratings with such devices is that you just don't have to worry about the phone. You don't have to be stressed about it. You genuinely get value for money, and it's one of those things that I really like, and I'm really surprised we don't have the same thing in flagship phones yet. Any brand, I'm so surprised we don't have it in flagship phones. I really hope to see it. I mean, don't get me wrong, flagship phones has gotten really better, but in this particular case, yeah, I want to see this kind of strength on flagship phones. Then, of course, as far as ruggedity goes, right now the peak of ruggedity is having a IP69K rating, which this phone has. So that means high pressure water, splashes, sandstorms, sweaty hands, dirt, water, whatever you put at it, it will survive it. I again put it under some pressure water and it did a great job. Now, coming back to this display, like I told you, I'm really impressed with it. I think it looks so nice, especially on this big screen. If you're going to view content on it, it's going to look just like this. Like this video is right now in full HD. The colors look nice. It's smooth. On the overall, I just think that it's so nice that at this price, they have added such a good display. Like, I'm really impressed with it. That being said, one thing you should know is that this is an LCD display, so you'll get better battery, you'll get better efficiency, but brightness wise, the peak that this display can hit is 1,000 peak nits, I think so. But yeah, basically it won't be the brightest display, but it will look nice. Now, on the back of this thing, you have a 50 megapixel camera on the back over there. It has a supporting camera, but I kind of forget what it is actually. I think it's like 8 or some ridiculous number. But the funny one here is the selfie camera. Now, let me say this, the selfie camera will do a decent job as far as like video calls and stuff are concerned, but this selfie camera is only 5 megapixels. I haven't said that number in, I don't know, many years, but it is what it is. I took a selfie with it. It does the job, but nowhere close to what other phones are doing right now. And I think this is one of those things of the modern market which we just have to understand, which is that there's going to be some sacrifice somewhere. Honor chose it with the selfie camera, Vivo chose it with the display, and so on and so forth. And I guess that's how it's going to be. Then we come to the processor. Now, this processor on the phone is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 4 Gen 4 mobile. So that's a new processor. I think it was launched in December 2025. So it's this year's series of processors at the entry level. And we also have 8 GB of RAM, which through Honor's RAM Turbo can be extended up to 16. Extended by 16, so that's 24 gigs of RAM. So multitasking should not be a problem on this phone. Funny enough, again, in the base model, I'm really impressed with the fact that they added multitasking kind of full-fledged. So like, let's say I open up a website, right? And then you hold it down, you can just click on this and you can have one here and a second one here, and then you can like squeeze the other app over there. So like full-fledged multitasking even on a phone like this. So again, very impressive at this price category. And if you're still wondering what the price is, just hold on, because I was surprised when I saw this price for the first time. Before we move any further, if you don't know who I am, my name is Danesh. I cover a whole bunch of consumer technology. I try to keep it really simple and easy, and I've been growing my channel for a while now. Any support you can provide always helps me out and just makes life so much more fun for me, because I know that you are watching and enjoying. So any support to the channel will be greatly appreciated. And then moving on to that AI button. Now, with this AI button, you get a whole list of features. Again, nothing not seen before, but you do get all these features. And I like the fact that you have this button which has multiple options under it. So that's also really nice. You also have your AI features like your AI eraser and stuff in your camera. Works really well, already tried it, does a pretty good job, even little corners that I tried to kind of hit it with. So that was really good. Apart from that, you also have Google Gemini, which is right here. Now, I haven't logged into it, but you do have Gemini. So if you have an account, you can use Gemini as well. Now, all this is supported by MagicOS 10, an OS that I've used. I like it, like it's straightforward, easy to use. I do wish they'd update their looks a bit. I think I'd prefer a bit of an update on that front. But apart from that, MagicOS 10 works really well. You get regular updates. HONOR's AI, like I said, is integrated in really well. So like even if you check into the settings, you've got AI kind of all across the operating system itself. So that really, really helps in the fact that in this price category, I would have expected limitations, but well, there aren't any as far as their OS and AI and integrations and things like that are concerned. So as far as the price of this phone goes, it is priced at 899 dirhams. So it definitely comes under the budget category, but I think it's punching a bit above its weight. It's got a nice display, it's got a huge battery, decent camera, modern processor. I don't see a lot to complain about, to be honest. I would have wished for a little faster charging. It charges at 45 watts, but apart from that, I think it's a pretty good package. And here in our region, if you buy it, you get a regional warranty. So you get warranty in Qatar, Oman, Bahrain, the UAE, India, Pakistan, Saudi, all different types, but it works on the overall. So even if you want to gift it someone back home, yeah, a great device to consider as well. As far as colors go, we have a velvet black, a meteor silver, and a desert gold. Now that's the one that I have in my hand right here. I like this one the most, but let me know which one you would be picking up if you were getting this phone. But that's about it from what I had about the HONOR X7e. I think it is a good phone, punching above its category. It is at a very reasonable price. HONOR could have very easily increased the price using all of the current global scenarios and concerns, and I kind of respect them for that. But that's all I have for now. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I will see you at the next one.